This is my presentation on the fiscal cliff. I hope you enjoy it. With the focus of many on the impending doom of 12/21/2012, Congress could be seen sweating. But not for the fiery end of the world, but for the long postponed financial issues started with the 2011 Budget Control Act. You see, the deadline for resolving these federal budget issues was set for January 1st, 2013, which only gave Congress almost 2 years to come up with a master plan. Without a resolution, America is heading in about the same direction as the O'Doyles, that is, straight off a fiscal cliff. What exactly is a fiscal cliff? Well, a fiscal cliff is simply the expiration of tax cuts and new spending cuts that, if unaddressed, could cause some very adverse effects in America's economy. An increase in unemployment and possibly the risk of another recession could be at stake, with the upside being a significant reduction in the national debt. Seen here, I have drawn a fiscal cliff. The left side here is how the government might view the pre-2013 budget plan. On the right side, we have the civilian's view of the pre-2013 budget plan. As you can see, much like a Venn diagram, there is some overlapping with the two sides. On one side, it seems a big positive for the federal government. You take a good chunk out of the national debt and taxes will go up. On the civilian side, unemployment rates are expected to be at an all-time high and tax breaks that you look forward to are greatly reduced. But the national debt is lower. A partial plan was released by Congress, who were technically already off the cliff after the deadline of January 1st and was backdated to take effect for the new year. Payroll tax increased and the reversal of the Bush tax cuts were some highlights from this deal. This may have been the tax side of the federal budget, but a rather large elephant still remained in the room. That elephant is the government, and its goal was to find out how to burn up its black card with America's tax dollars. The issue of federal spending was delayed until March 1st of this year. A sequester to seize and hold as the property and income of a debtor until legal claims are satisfied, as explained by dictionary.com, was the temporary fix to an evidently rushed budget plan for 2013. With the topic of new federal spending hanging out in the balance for the new year, it seemed as though Congress couldn't hold on after all. The federal spending plan took effect as planned on March 1st. So far, the opposite effects have been noticed from what seemed to be doomsday for sure. In hindsight, it still seems as though the government could have done more to mitigate the issue. With almost 2 years to decide on what to do with America's money, issues should have been resolved sooner and left time for polishing of their final product. I don't think that the sequester may have been the best idea, but it ended up working out in the end. The topic of taxes and federal spending are very touchy subjects, and the more time and consideration on how they are handled, the better. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video.